Hello and welcome to Health Matters on Channels Television. Thanks for joining us. I am Mary Alale Yusuf. The skin is the largest organ of the body with a total area of almost 2 square meters. It protects the body from weather conditions and germs, helps regulate temperature, and gives the sensations of touch, heat, and cold. Its 3 layers combine to provide a waterproof layer, fat stores, connective tissue, sweat glands, and hair follicles. For the many functions the skin has, it is certainly paid little attention and is sometimes grossly abused. My guest on the show today studied aesthetic medicine and specialized in clinical cosmetology. She is Mrs. Kemi Ajiboye. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
People say that putting creams on the body moisturizes the skin, makes it younger. Is it really necessary?
Yes, it is. You know, just like you rightly said, the skin is an organ and it wears out with time. Every 28 days, the skin rejuvenates. So there is the need for better skin to come up. So if you don't nourish the cells that are coming out, there is no how the skin is going to come out looking better.
Okay, let's go on to some deeper issues. What does it mean to exfoliate?
Exfoliation means getting rid of dead cells, shedding off dead cells. You know, just like I said, every 28 days, the skin produces new cells, new skin cells. There is the need for dead skin cells to wear off so the newly produced skin cells can come up.
But people tend to do this manually, right? Some people actually go through, you know, an exfoliation process where they do something to their skin and try to remove dead cells. How do they do this, and is it not too much? I mean, the skin will shed itself anyway.
Yes, it's going to shed, but it needs to be aided. Just that there is an abuse of the process. People do not rightly use the product and the process itself. It's something that should be done every 28 days.
28 days.
Yes.
Okay.
And most people, some even do as often as every day.
Is it that thing they rub, that thing that is like, has little stones
Abrasive.
in it? You know, it's called a scrub.
Yes, it is. Anything, okay, let me just give a simple definition of what a scrub is. A scrub is anything that will aid the rejuvenation, that will aid the proliferation process, the shedding off of the dead cells.
Okay, so we are allowed to do that every 28 days.
If the person is qualified to do that, or if
it's not something you do at home?
It can be done at home, but the person should know how to do it at home. Okay. Not everyone can do it.
Let's look at the relationship between the skin and the sun. Now, I know the sun has ultraviolet rays,
yes,
some of which are harmful to the skin, and that's why albinos suffer a lot, because they don't have the protective ingredients to shield them from the sun. But do you think we expose ourselves too much?
Yeah, you know, in Nigeria, we find ourselves in this very tropical region. It's quite very hot in here. And it is advised that we should limit our exposure to the sun. If there is the need for exposure at all, it should be well regulated between the hours of 7 a.m. and maybe 9 a.m. It's not even safe to be out there 10 a.m. in the sun anymore.
How about wearing hats, you know, like the Caucasians do? When they come to African countries, they wear those broad straw hats, and it seems to protect them a bit, at least, from the sun.
Yes, it does. It does. But aside the sun, I think we should also be aware that we get a lot of UV radiation from other sources of emission, not just the sun.
Okay.
Now, while out there in the sun, one can, just like you've mentioned, one can put on a hat, one can as well use an umbrella as a covering to at least prevent the direct radiation from touching to the skin.
I've often wondered, if you were to go swimming, they use chlorine to clean up the water, to keep it germ-free and all that. But every time you go swimming, you get darker. Is that good? Is that harmful? I think that's what I want to ask. Is it harmful?
Yeah, it's not harmful. It's something that is temporal.
Okay.
After 28 days and the skin gets rejuvenated by itself, if there is no harmful chemical reaction that has taken place from the use of bad creams, the skin will by itself sort itself out.
Okay, are you saying that bad creams could complicate?
Definitely yes, because creams, contain some chemicals, and of course there will be chemical reaction when they come together, and the resultant effect might not be so pliable to the skin.
What should we be looking at as a healthy ingredient in a cream?
Yeah, the world is even going green. Everyone is preaching organic lately. For moisturizers, one should look out for organic oils. You've got like shea butter oil, coconut oil. Then you've got some acids.
Shea butter oil.
Yes.
Our ori.
Our ori.
That's good for the skin. Okay,
yes,
we are
it
safe.
is.
Go on.
Yes, it is. It is a very soothing moisturizer for the skin. Then we've got some organic acids that are healthy for the skin as well. You have something like kojic acid. You have something like lipoic acid.
I suppose they write all these things, on the literature of those creams, because that's the only way to be educated.